Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down. Hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They took it to 10. Hey.
From the home of the reigning Super Bowl champs, we are inside a sold-out and absolutely rocking Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Dallas Cowboys. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Wait, that's wide, 80! Here we go, let's bring it! Let's go, let's bring it! Let's bring it!
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Check it. 50, Mike, 50. Oh, here we go. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. 50. Don't get nervous.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Shotgun now for Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Second tour of duty for Watson with the Patriots. Remember, New England drafted him way back in 2004 out of Northwestern. He retired in the offseason after finishing the campaign with New Orleans, but decided to come back for one more go-around with the Patriots, and they might need him, especially with Rob Gronkowski no longer in uniform. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd and a couple, Brady. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Wait, that 380.
Silver.
Jackson, reload.
They'll run on 1st down. Muhammad, he'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Oh, good agility by Cobb. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cobb. Touchdown, Cowboys! Randall Cobb, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Wait, that
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Play action, now it's Brady. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, that's the second time they've gotten to Brady, and you've got to do it a variety of ways. You want your regular pressure. Sometimes you have to bring extra. But in this case, they got to him, and that just doesn't happen very often.
It's a rarity. He's just such a veteran. His pocket presence so good. But, hey, tip of the cap to the D. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
56.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run with Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 30. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calais Campbell on the stop.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Elliott running right. It's a first down on a gain of 10. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. And now they'll throw with Allen. Caught left side by Cobb. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
At the 26-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Hey, 4 down.
Let's go! Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd.
Check 24. Check 24.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, exit. Hey, 166.
Now they'll throw with Brady. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. N'Keal Harry, the rookie, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things.
Hey, Alabama.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
36, 30, rip. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Check 43. Slam, slam, slam.
Brady now to throw. And he's going to go down again. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still, fourth down upcoming. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you to the end zone and get you 6?
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing is Allen on third. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Keep it up, guys. Out. Regular.
On 1st down, Muhammad. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
72.
So they'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Throwing on first down is Brady. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Brady. They'll find Harry on the right side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
Let's go, baby.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Cowboys.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On second down, Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Jamie Collins, formerly of the Browns, in on the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Allen. And that is incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over first and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On third down, a run from White. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
Now Austin. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. A first down carry by Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage. But you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. They'll run on first down. Elliott. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Allen. And this one's incomplete. Tony Pollard out of the backfield, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move. The Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League, where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. He completes it right side to White. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
That's good for a Patriots first down.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tom Brady needing a 4th quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years. But if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the 4th quarter like they are now. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. Goes underneath here to White. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one, because holding them down was...
Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Bravo. Hey, turn it up. Undercrunch. Check 24. Regular. Watch out. Banjo.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Brady will try again on second down. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards there, first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Now Brady again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. To throw is Brady. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Muhammad. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. They go again with Muhammad. Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score. Gostkowski the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They go to Elliott again. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. This is Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Kill.
Here's Elliott. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And some room to run now. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. That's a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
So for the Cowboys, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And now they'll have the short week ahead as they'll host their annual Thanksgiving Day game on Thursday. Meanwhile, for New England, it's a disappointing way to lose your first game as they drop to 10-1 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.